months ago that he wasn't going to sign him to trade him. Well, here we are. He traded him.
So because of the rumors, AB's getting his deal and it's higher than Beckham's. Now Beckham's got to get the highest one, and then AB's going to get mad.
Exactly.
It's ridiculous.
Exactly.
I want Julio Jones to come out and just say, "Shut up and sit down. I deserve the most money."
Yes. Yes. Both of you. Hold my beer.
Yeah,
right.
Exactly. Now, I also have to preface that I'm married to a Falcons fan.
Oh,
but
so there you go. A little bit of bias, but that's all right.
I am married to an Ohio State fan who's also a Falcons fan.
That's
Wow.
an interesting combo there.
Yeah,
Well,
really.
It's
Well,
not
his,
regional.
Poor
that's for
guy.
sure.
his family's from Atlanta originally, so
Okay, so that makes sense.
he was actually like an
He grew
Atlanta
up there.
Thrashers fan.
Oh, geez.
But he's a Blue Jackets fan, because he really hates himself sometimes.
I was going to say he's going to be scratching his own eyes out.
Actually, well, he already poked his eye out. Don't you worry.
It's a shame he didn't jump on the Penn's bandwagon before Columbus had a team. Then he would have picked one of the winners.
Well, what's great now, though, is he's rooting for Columbus to tank because he did not like the trades the Jackets made at the deadline. So he is
really?
all
He didn't
in.
like the all-in stuff?
Columbus went all in and then just sucked.
Well, he likes the all-in part. He doesn't like who they traded for.
Who they got.
He doesn't mind the Dzingel trade, but everyone else he's like
He
lights them on
doesn't mind
fire.
Dzingel because Dzingel's from Ohio State.
That actually has nothing to do with it for him.
It's a
He
coincidence.
forgot about that. It is coincidental. He is a Duchesne hater. Has been for years.
And Duchesne hasn't been doing well for Columbus.
But going back to football though, he and I can both agree though that Julio deserves to be paid. But Julio's not going to ask for it.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing now.
Because he's one that's honoring his contract?
I know.
What is that?
Right.
I didn't mean to cut you off.
Because of Antonio Brown, now all these stars are going to say, rip up the deal. I want more money.
Maybe.
But the only way you could pull that off is you don't have to go crazy like Antonio Brown, but you do basically have to say, hey, if I don't get what I want, I quit or trade me.
Yeah.
So it might be more like the NBA.
Love you.
Yeah. It's crazy how much like AB and the other cursed name Le'Veon have like set this new precedent of, okay, I'm going to throw a hissy fit so I get what I want and I'm going to jeopardize you while I do so.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
That was more AB. Bell's was a little more straightforward. He was kind of honest about wanting money. Although he did lie
he was.
Coming in. At least he lied about coming in at certain weeks and lied to his teammates and stuff. But
basically every week of the podcast in 2018 was us raging about Le'Veon Bell and what a wacko he is. And compared to Antonio Brown, he was the calm, sane one.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't agree with how he did it, but at least he was straightforward and was like, I mean, that might not pay off. Rumors are he's not getting, quite
he's not.
Which would be hilarious.
I heard a rumor. Hey, what if the Steelers get him?
That'd be hysterical.
That would
how funny would that be?
Let's do it. All he wanted in the end, was to get paid. He wanted to guarantee money. He wanted his money. He's like, so okay, yeah.
Guaranteed. Oh, it reminds me of Tommy Boy when he's like, in the movie, he's like, if you're only getting a guarantee because you're getting a guaranteed piece of shit. And it's true. Like they were saying, people were saying about Brown and Bell and everything. They weren't going to cut them, so they were going to make the money as long as they didn't do what they did, which kind of jeopardizes that kind of stuff. But they weren't getting cut, so they would have made their money. So guaranteed them.
I want Odell Beckham to get paid because he needs the bail money for Aunt Becky.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm watching the news right now.
That's a whole another podcast.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
The Aunt Becky memes today were gold.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
Uncle Jesse didn't know what was going on.
He
had no clue.
Or there was the one with Michelle holding like her fingers like guns, like I'm coming to get Aunt Becky out of jail.
I died at that one. That was actually I made that an Instagram post. That was my favorite out of all of them.
Was that you that put the one about like Jack and Joey and the Rippers or Jack and the Rippers playing for? Someone put that out.
Oh no!
Oh, cut it. Yeah, somebody put like cut it out or whatever.
I did that. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
Someone put the name of like Uncle Jesse's band. They're gonna be playing a lot of like gigs now to try and get their bail money. That's funny. Such good stuff.
And Becky. Oh,
what a day!
Can
we have more days like today? This is amazing.
And then the Steelers
did sign a free agent.
They did?
Or that cornerback or whatever.
Oh, they did?
You didn't see that?
No, I saw they re-signed Chicolo and
before that, no, it was right before they signed a corner from Kansas City. I didn't know who he was.
Take that with a grain of salt. Not like Kansas City had a defense last year.
Exactly.
Well,
hey,
there was
that defense was awesome. Let's take somebody from that team.
Well,
I call it like it is.
Well, you have to look at everything. I guess he was ranked the 5th best cornerback available or something. It's someone, I don't know if it was Steve Wilson or what his name was. I don't even know his name. I had to look him up. But he had 4 interceptions and 15 pass defenses. And, I mean, he played a lot last year. I think he was the most in coverage because, God, Kansas City would be up like 24-0 in like the second quarter. So teams are just passing the rest of the game. So, and I think it was like 3 years for $25 million or something. So at that amount, I was like, oh, he's got to be at least somewhat decent. And then me and some other people were looking it up and saying, he's been pretty good. The rest of the defense wasn't, but he was like at least ranked.
I wonder
Pro
if
Football
he was...
Focus, whatever, 5th. He was ranked ahead of that Roby guy who the Steelers were also.
Do you remember the band Nelson? I wonder if he was in that. Remember those two dudes?
That's it, Steven Nelson. That was it.
I
think Steve Nelson.
There's two dudes with the really long blonde hair. I wonder.
Yeah.
I wonder if they'll have to cut his long blonde hair.
One-hit wonder. That would have been a good one-hit wonder.
No, but that was the 80s, Mark.
Was it like?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I couldn't tell. I mean, I didn't know if it leaked into like maybe 90 or 91. I'd have to look.
No, it's so the list that we went off for that podcast.
It was a very strict criteria.
Yeah, I understand. I would understand.
So like Bittersweet Symphony wasn't even part of it. I'm like, that's bull.
Yeah.
But it wasn't part of it. And neither was Chumbawamba.
Chumbawamba was before 90. Wow.
No, Chumbawamba wasn't before 90, but I think they had another minor hit.
Okay.
Oh, I see. That's right. Okay, the whole hit thing. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So Nelson, Can't Live Without Your Love and Infection was actually in 1990, but they probably had another hit, so they didn't qualify as a one-hit wonder.
Oh, maybe they had two. That's possible. I think I do remember like 2 or 3 videos from that album.
So over under the Steelers break out that song at some point during a game.
That's the new Renegade.
Under, it's Renegade all day long.
Yeah, but I mean,
no,
I'm not saying that it takes the place of Renegade. No. I'm saying they throw it in somewhere.
They have a pretty strict like music.
If he got an interception or something like that, they would just bust out.
Exactly.
It seems like from all the away games I've gone to, it seems like the NFL stadiums have a pretty strict, like very similar music between plays type of thing. Like I'm always hearing Van Halen drums to Hot for Teacher. I'm always hearing Crazy Train. Always hearing some Metallica.
Right.
Hell's Bells.
Except Renegade. Yeah, Hell's Bells. You always hear the bells. The Hell's Bells.
On third down, it's always Hell's Bells on third down. I'm like, come on, man. That is one of the greatest albums of all time.
Oh yes.
But I don't need to hear the bells all the time at every damn game on every third down. Can we get a little creative here?
Yeah, I have Steelers season tickets, so it does get repetitive when you're like, oh, except the Renegade. That's always fun. Unless they don't hold the team, then you get mad. But
yeah. What a day. I'm going to have to celebrate this weekend.
Sounds like you're going to have a nice St. Patrick's Day weekend.
So when the Giants drafted Saquon last year, I actually flew up to Pittsburgh, and my parents drove out. I had that trip planned.
Oh, really?
And it was the day after Saquon was drafted. I get up to my sister's house, and then my parents pull up. My dad immediately goes to the back of the car, grabs some beers, gives one to me. He's like, cheers.
Wow.
Yeah.
Trained you well.
Absolutely. Oh, and it was Yingling, of course.
Oh, of course. Gotta have the Latrobe's finest.
No, Pottsville.
Oh, not Latrobe. Wrong one. I'm thinking of Rolling Rock. Wrong one.
Yeah.
Yingling's Eastern Pennsylvania.
Yeah, Yingling's the other part.
Yingling is by far the most popular beer in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I'm a Yingling fan, so I'll
Yingling might be the most popular beer in Florida.
Oh, really?
No way, really?
Oh, it's everywhere here, and I can get it cheaper in Florida than I can in Pennsylvania. Thanks, taxes. I think I can get a case for like $20.
Oh, wow. There you go.
Yeah, I can handle. So when I first moved to Ohio, you couldn't get Yingling in Ohio. So I would drive back to Pittsburgh and basically bootleg it.
Go over the border and get some cases and come back.
Well, I would sell it to other people.
Oh, yeah.
I would go back and buy like 6 cases at a time, and I would buy it for like my husband's family friends and stuff. I was like the bootleg Yingling girl. Nice. It was great.
Make some money.
Yeah, and I mean, I was going back anyway to see my family, but I was like, okay, I'll pick up some beer, sure. It was great. I was 21 years old. I'm like, yeah, I'll take 6 cases. I'll take all your Yingling and just put them in my car and drive 200 miles, sure.
Got to get people their fix.
Yes.
All right, guys. Well,
it's just the beginning too. Free agency starts tomorrow, doesn't it?
I know it has. Nothing's official yet.
I'm wondering if the Steelers are going to still try. And
maybe
receiver or whatever from.
Chumbawamba. Tag team. There it is, guys. If they're going to get all the '90s people. See, Vanilla Ice. MC Hammer. I was
going to say MC Hammer for sure.
Yeah, but it'd be hard.
House of Pain.
Yeah, get House of Pain. Yeah, I mean, because hey, I would know. I'm the one that won that '90s one hit.
He's talking trash.
Not to brag.
No, he deserved. Trust me, he deserved the victory. I'm not even mad. It was.
I wish I would have been a part of that, just so I could have been in 3rd place again. Automatically. I would have sabotaged it with some stupid song like I did with the SNL skits, but. I'm still waiting to do that NCAA bracket for coming up for the SNL stuff. That's what I want to get that going.
Well, we got to stop doing these impromptu podcasts, like me tweeting at Joey an hour or so ago and saying, "Bring me on."
Well, I can understand the intensity of that. That's pretty much what we did Sunday morning. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just for different reasons. Yours is happy. Ours was kind of like.
I'm like,
I kind of wish I was mad, but I think it actually makes it funnier that I'm not mad because so many Giants fans are mad.
Yeah.
So it's a nice contrast.
Right. Yeah. I said Sunday morning, we need to talk. I need to get this off my chest. Like, maybe we should wait a day or two. I'm like, no.
I just said that because I was tired, I think.
Right.
That was really the only reason. And then then I'm like, I couldn't go back to sleep. So I'm like,
you had this weird notion that maybe you should sleep at 6 a.m. on a Sunday.
especially with daylight savings time, Joey. Come on.
That day totally messed me up. I was going on like 2 hours of sleep. I was a zombie. And then I had my first book review. Podcast.
Yeah, I need to listen to that because that is it. I love the book that
it's
covered.
such a good, he just took 1 year of baseball and just took every interesting thing that happened in that year and put it in a book. It's really cool, and also mixed in pop culture things. So I hope he does one for every year because he did a really good job. But yeah, that was a lot of pressure. My first book, I was like, oh boy. So I was worried about that all day, and I couldn't sleep. So yeah, I was going on 2 hours of sleep. All right, guys.
Yeah, it was fun.
Well, thanks. This was a blast.
Fun event,
Yes.
Yeah.
Or celebrate, whatever you want to call it.
A little bit of both.
A little bit of both, yeah.
It's good to just get it off your chest, one way or the other.
Indeed.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, we'll talk later. Sure.
Thanks for listening. We'll be back tomorrow with another episode. I welcome back
Matt Geica will be talking about the Penguins. Thanks again to Ashley Wright and Mark Hagelauer for the